Thank you, thanks, appreciate it. I say these terms probably dozens of times every week, but I never really stop, pause, reflect about what am I really saying when I utter these terms? What are they defined by? And I've been reflecting a lot in these days coming up to Thanksgiving about what I mean when I say them. I think I got to a pretty close definition to the core of what it means. You're acknowledging your dependence on someone, acknowledging your dependence on someone for something they did for you, most importantly, just for the fact that they showed up, that they were there for you. And it's interesting that as Catholics, the greatest way that God is here for us on earth, this side of heaven, we call that Eucharist, which literally means thanksgiving. That God has ordained it that He wants to be defined on earth by this term, thank you. Thank you. When I was a senior in high school, I so desperately wanted to get away from Long Island. So I told my parents, I'm going to school in Pennsylvania. And I got there, and within a few weeks, I realized that I had made a mistake. And I was a little concerned about telling my parents. I figured maybe they'd say, I told you so, or you made this decision, you have to figure it out. But the opposite happened. My dad, pretty much every other weekend, he would leave Long Island, drive to Pennsylvania by himself, get there on Friday, and then drive me back. And after dinner on Sunday, we'd get in the car, we'd go back together, and he would leave and drive in the middle of the night, through the night, get home real late and get up for his work week the next day. And after the second or third time that he did this, I realized how absolutely ridiculous it was that he would be doing all of this just for me. So I did my usual routine. I got out of the car, I grabbed my bag, and I took a few steps, and I realized I had to say something. So I turned back, went to the car, he was pulling away. And he stopped short, rolled down the window, and he said, "What's the matter? Is everything okay? Did you forget anything?" And I said, "Yeah, I did. Thank you. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for driving me." I had all these things that I wanted to say, and he put his hand up, and he interrupted me. And he said, "Tom, you don't have to say thank you. You don't have to say anything. It's okay. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I love you." And he sped away. And as I was walking back to my dorm, it hit me about what he was really saying. What he really was saying was, this is who I am. This is what I do. I'll do anything to be there for you. Anything for you to know that you're not alone. Anything to be there for you. And the Eucharist is not kind of like Jesus. It's not almost Him or similar to Him. It's not a sign or a symbol. It is actually the true presence of Jesus Christ here on earth, alive. And at the Mass, we're placed at that one moment in time when He's on the cross, hanging, beaten, bloodied, bruised, suffering, suffocating for us. And while He's up there, you're the only thing that He can think about. Your fears, your anxieties, your hopes, your dreams, your desires. He's desperately, desperately begging us to let Him into our lives. And we all have people who do similar things like this for us. Think about the people in your life who, if they were lost or if they were taken from you, you would do anything to get them back, anything to be there for them. Your parents, your children, your aunts, your uncles, cousins, family, friends. These are the ones we should be most thankful for today. But especially, we need to be thankful to God, to Him. But it's interesting, once we go and we start to say thank you to Him, He'll put His hand up and He'll pause and He'll interrupt us. And He'll say, you don't have to say thank you. You don't have to say anything. This is who I am. This is what I do. I'll do anything to be a part of your life, anything to get to you. And for that, I am truly thankful. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.